Alrighty, this is the next video to help you guys out in the club, all you newbies and also those of you who aren't above gold 2. This video is going to be about objectives, which includes your towers, dragon, baron, inhibitors, when to push them, the advantages that they give, and so the like. So I'm going to give you pretty much all the pointers that I know, and pretty much what they do for your team. But firstly, I'll just go over the dragon buffs. It is a stacking buff, so once you kill the dragon, the buff that you get from it does not go away. For all you really new people that don't know that yet, it spawns every 6 minutes once you kill it. And yeah, so the first buff that it gives you after the first dragon kill is plus 6% attack damage and ability power. And that's not as important in the early game as it is for the late game, so a lot of people really won't stress about missing the first dragon. Because that extra 6% isn't as much as it is early, as it is in the late game once you've had time to scale. That was me getting an outplay on that Zed, if you weren't watching. The second part of it is plus 15% damage to towers and buildings, so that's just going to give you extra damage on your turrets and your inhibitors and things like that. From your champions. The third one is plus 5% movement speed, which is actually a pretty important one. The first, third, and fifth dragon buffs are the better ones. And the 5% movement speed pretty much helps you close spaces in fights. Like, it helps you pursue people and helps you run away much easier. The fourth one is plus 15% damage to monsters and minions. So you can clear Baron faster, you can kill Dragon faster, you can take camps faster and clear waves much easier with the fourth buff, which does come in handy when you're down. There are some rare instances where an enemy team will have Baron, but you have the Dragon lead, so that would help killing those Baron-empowered minions. Then the fifth one is it doubles your other bonuses, so that 6% from your first one will become a 12% attack damage and ability power lead. It doubles your movement speed up to 10%, and then it also gives your auto attacks and abilities a 150 true damage burn over 3 seconds, I think is what it is, and that buff lasts for 3 minutes. So it's a very strong buff, and it is always very highly contested. It is often a win condition once you get the 5 dragons. People will stall the game because it's really easy to close games with it. Okay, so I'm actually recording this game live. I am commentating as I'm recording this game. And we were able to get this dragon because bot lane had was able to secure a couple kills, so they couldn't really pressure a contest a dragon. Like, it was pretty much a free dragon. I had recently killed Lee Sin, so there was no way he was going to be able to get down there fast enough. And a couple things you need to know about Dragon. I'll actually go over there to depict it a little bit better for you. When you proc the aggro, the Dragon knocks everyone back. So if you want to like save half of a second of time, as soon as you hit it, back out of the knockback range, which is this little pit. So like auto it from here if you're a ranged champion. Come right back out and then come back in and start attacking it. And the thing you need to know about Dragon is that it attacks the nearest enemy. So let's say I start attacking it from right here. It's going to continue to attack me. But if I have an ally right here, then the dragon's attacks are also going to get hit my ally because the dragon attack, it bursts into a little area. So what you want to do is if you're tanking the dragon, you want to make sure you're standing on the side of the dragon so that your allies aren't getting hit by the dragon as well. And Scuttle, I can touch on the Scuttle Crab really quickly. Basically, it takes double damage if it's being CC'd. So I stunned it right there with my smite, and I killed it super quickly. So, yeah, the first dragon, basically, press for dragon if you have control of the bottom side of the map. As I said, I just killed their jungler, and our bot lane actually killed their bot lane. So don't go for dragon if you know they have vision. Don't go for dragon if you don't have control of that side of the map. You can go for dragon in other scenarios. Let's say you don't have like complete control of the map, but you're far enough ahead of the enemy team that you want to force a fight so that you can get even further ahead. Then you can go ahead and start the dragon because let's say it's like a 5th dragon, you would force the dragon so that you can fight them. Alright, so we're about to start another dragon. I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Zed's gonna proc it and get knocked back. Here, I'll do it. And another important tool that you can use is bringing the dragon out. If the enemy team is on the outside of the pit on this side, you might want to bring the dragon out, because then they might not have vision of it with these wards, and they also can't really steal it with their skill shots unless it's long enough to go way past out here. So I don't have any teammates here, but you can see I can turn the direction of the dragon around based on where I'm standing next to it. And you can also see that AoE damage that it does. Ha, okay. But yeah, so that little dark mark on the ground is where the dragon, the AoE damage goes. So you typically just want to dodge out around it, or make sure that your teammates don't get hit by it. Alright, right now we're able to press for Baron because we just got 2 kills onto their carries, and my team is in pretty good position, and we also know that they have no vision of the Baron pit. So whenever you know that they have no vision and you have the numbers advantage, it's pretty safe to start it. If they do come and prepare a contest, then you can always back right off of it. But the main thing about getting a Baron is having vision on it, and making sure that they don't. Alright, now that you know when to push for Dragon, pretty much when to push for Baron, the only other thing I can add on to Baron about fighting for it is that you should, in most cases, try to contest it. So by that I mean, even if you're down, you should risk losing 1 to 2 teammates in an attempt to stop their Baron. Unless they're just ridiculously far ahead, then you might as well just let them take it and hope that you do your best under a turret once they do secure it. But in most cases, and this is the same with 5th Dragon, because 5th Dragon and Baron are pretty even as far as their the buff goes, you should contest it if you can. So
Lieb's oder lass es, alles dazwischen drin gibt's nicht. Als Kinder war uns scheißegal, wer broke oder rich ist. Woher du kommst und welcher Schuh war damals nicht wichtig.